It feels almost surreal that just only 4 years ago, artificial intelligence seemed like some faraway concept from a fictional novel of sorts, something you could only dream of. And yet, today, in the year 2025, it's found practically everywhere. From AI generated graphics to chatbots, generative AI such as ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Gemini, and so many others have become somewhat of a constant in our lives. Whether it be you're a CEO of a major company or just a regular person, AI has found a way to insert itself into our lives, most of the time in small, mundane, and minute ways, such as preparing to do lists, drafting daily schedules, or just suggesting a movie for movie night. However, students, high school students especially, have found another use for generative AI, a more productive one, and that is with finishing their homework. Now, while the usage of generative AI academically by students isn't necessarily harmful or dangerous, it is its long term effects on their studying and work ethic that is. I wish to share only three simple points to support my argument, and the very first of them being reduce human interaction. An article published by the Office of Communications, College of Education, University of Illinois states that the usage of AI by students to complete assignments reduces teacher-student interactions, as students are no longer required to communicate with teachers for guidance, which in turn weakens the relationship between teacher and student and takes away the social emotional aspects of learning. This could lead to their social development being stunted over time, while creating a disconnect between students and teachers. But what's worse is the inaccuracy of AI engine and the information it provides. Generative AI, while having access to the internet, is restricted in certain ways as to prevent misuse and promote fair use amongst its users. But while these restrictions help make sure fair and proper use, it doesn't help with the accuracy of information it provides due to, well, multiple sensors. Students who use AI to study or teach them things are at the constant risk of being exposed to misinformation and false evidence to said information. This, if not stopped, could severely affect a student's worldview and their knowledge of current issues as a whole. Finally, and in my opinion, the deal breaker in students using AI academically is in fact the cultivation of poor work ethic. Of course, every high schooler is bound to be an adult. And of course, by being an adult, you automatically enter the working world, where punctuality, critical thinking, and knowledge of correct information play crucial roles in students not just keeping their jobs, but thriving in their workplace. All of which they would lack if they continue to use artificial intelligence academically. Now, I say this with good reason. Students who use AI to finish assignments with a deadline often either use it to finish it on the first day or on the last day before the deadline. This leads to students becoming irresponsible in their time management and overly reliant on AI to finish their work for them, while missing out on valuable learning experiences and opportunities to gain knowledge that would greatly benefit their work life and push them further in their career. In summary, AI makes students lazy, robs them of their social skills, kills their critical thinking, and jeopardizes their future in workspace and also in society. So while AI seems like the future for a plethora of fields, education, I believe, is not one of them. Not yet, at least. While many would disagree with me saying AI should not be used academically, I stand firm in my belief that it should not be used solely to seek answers in academic settings, but instead it should be used ethically and sparingly as a tool for guidance. Because while AI does have its obvious drawbacks, it also has its obvious benefits. It's really, as they say, moderation is key. And as students, I think it is our responsibility to make sure we use AI properly and sparingly, as I mentioned before, not to seek answers, but as a guidance tool. That is all, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.